Alrighty, this is documentation regarding the illusion. These illusions are demonic, and this environment, this is the infamous OVITT Family Community Library where the sun is not going to be in the natural environment. It's still here over me at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's still here over me while the demons that work at this venue are stalking me conspicuously. They're going to regret that in court. While they are walking into the entrance at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I showed you yesterday at this same entrance at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Both instances, the Ontario International Airport is stalking. Okay, while I'm walking out in the evening where this entity is keeping this fake sun, they are stalking, engaging in ambush conduct, keeping me under surveillance is what you're deducing from that. This is surveillance over here. Mission. This is what the demon's doing at Starbucks last night. The Uber and the Lyft, the gang stalker with that label on it. It's a means of identification. You're going to prosecute companies. You're going to prosecute the people of the state. The companies are the people of the state. The people of the state that make money upon criminal surveillance. And at 215 EC Street, the sun is not going to be at any address. 215 EC Street is the means whereby you're understanding and witnessing the ongoing stalking conduct inside of the parking garage. This is presence in the path. The demons are at the Tesla charges. They're stalking. They're stalking in the path. That's the significance of being in this environment. Stalking in the path by walking on the sidewalk, driving across the street. These are demons who are pacing. That's demonic, what you just saw. They're crossing path. They are all together systematically. Think about it in your mind as an aerial map. And on an aerial map, where I'm located is where the fake sun is. They're all pacing around me, just like what you just saw, engaging in surveillance. At the United Chiropractic Center right here, this is Lemon and D Street. This is surveillance, stalking with light. They're monitoring, they're studying their device. They're keeping me under surveillance, listening to everything that I'm stating. The demons of the city of Ontario, Brightview, the ones Budget, Leonida Builders Incorporated, all the demons that come and participate, they're doing so under the fake sun, covering it up in the morning, does not change the same supernatural evidence of what is targeting by a population that targets with the ongoing evidence, which the entity is going to regret in court. All the evidence that you wanted to give and hand out about the police department stalking in helicopters and furtherance of murder, and the airport stalking with commercial planes and furtherance of murder to psychologically torture, and under no circumstances is the sun going to be at the same entrance, because that's what you're looking at when I'm arriving at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. That's what you're looking at when I'm here at 10 o'clock in the afternoon, and the demons are inside monitoring the entire time while I'm being terrorized outside, and that terrorism follows me right into this venue where that fake sun is over the same location. This is an unintelligent illusion. Meanwhile, by the way, yesterday I'm at 155 East Holt Boulevard. This is not that. It's not occurring at the same time. This is in the same plaza where I'm showing you at what is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This is the same thing where I'm standing here and you're looking at it at the same. This is the illusion as I'm showing you. The demons are stalking, and they're stalking. They're monitoring my vagina inside of the chambers of this venue for torture, okay, where they're stalking and they're mentally ill. This is all engineer light that shoots into the depths of that venue while they're stalking with the demons outside that are monitoring my vagina, driving in engineer light. 9PKL 109. This isn't even the sun. This is a homosexual predator, somebody that's stalking in furtherance of murder. And you know all of that based on this environment. And their pattern of conduct of stalking with impossible light. Not only is that not sunlight's not ricocheting off of a building for you to touch that person while you're stalking them. They're demons. 8PGF 308. On the roads and the highways, Mike Lorenz is going to be prosecuted as a terrorist leader because of him, because of that agency, targeting my life, psychologically torturing me as a bunch of demons that derive pleasure from murdering people. They're the demon possessed. And they're calling themselves a police department. They're gang stalking. They're on this patio right here, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, June 2025. All right, they're at this entrance, gang stalking after 6 p.m. And where's this fake sun? It's right here. Okay, I want to be clear, 8 o'clock in the morning, daylight savings time or not, there's no defense for what's going to be in federal court to disband and federally prosecute, that is, imprison all the kidnappers of that agency sharing in the pattern of conduct. This is impossible light. And at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, this impossible light is on the inside of that building. It's impossible that sunlight is appearing under this. The sun is also not adjacent. The sun is also not an idle object that's still going to be here 2 hours later, 4 hours, 5 hours later. And while it is here and the 1 o'clock in the afternoon, while it is here at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, while it is still here while I'm documenting on the inside, and this is in alignment to my face like it is now after 4, 5 o'clock in the evening, stalking with engineer light. 9LIA433 is conspiring my murder, and they're going to be prosecuted as a population of terrorists who are going to be deported if they're not even natural born citizens, and they're going to federal prison when they commit kidnapping with the agency, Ontario International Airport, with the Ontario Fire Department. That's impossible light appearing on the driver's side of a vehicle while they're parked in the shade. This is the pattern. These are the patterns that you're paying attention to. Under what's not even the sun. They're all intelligent while they're obsessively stalking somebody that led them to their demise and their exposure. 8CJ J871, and they go inside just like this stalking in the path. in Engineer Light, they go inside and stalk me at the computer stations. Gang stalking me, doing so while they're keeping my vagina under surveillance, doing so pacing, just like the demons are with commercial planes. Flight after flight after flight, doing U-turns. That's all they're doing is pacing inside of the chambers of this little demonic establishment that committed kidnapping. They committed kidnapping and they committed criminal summoning. You're going to federal prison for criminal summoning, and the wealth of this evidence isn't helping you. You're engaged in an ongoing P.O.C. when the destruction is yours, the end is yours, the conclusion is it's negative for you. So you've been doing it for my prosecutorial purposes. These are demons whose demise is inevitable. Okay, this is P.O.C. At 8:10 in the morning, this is the pattern of conduct. Mickey and John and Alex and Myra and Alan of IT, the demons that are gang stalking. You've got Starla. You have the entity that's gang stalking, Yesenia. You have Alexander. They're all engaged in the pattern of conduct targeting as a corrupt establishment. And they're watching all of this evidence on the internet. They're watching all of it. And they're watching themselves being prosecuted while the entity, the city of Ontario, is terrorizing me outside, terrorizing me while I go inside of this venue, terrorizing me while upon my exit of this venue. You're going to federal prison for aiding and kidnapping, which is in furtherance of murdering me. You're going to federal prison. I cannot make it any clearer for you. You're going to federal prison. This is P.O.C. It is currently 8:11 a.m. where the fake sun is still present at this venue at sunset. P.O.C.